That's a good one. Learn that pose. You're gonna have the shaft leaning and your weight leaning, and just hitting down. I'm going to compare your swing to Grant Wade, who was a tour player during the 90s, but Tiger Woods considered him having one of the best swings in golf. Grant was selected by the TW Biomechanics Lab to go through their screening process and analysis so they could document the major fundamentals of a good golf swing. I'm going to begin at the impact position because everything the ball does, how far it goes, how high it goes, how much it spins and curves, is a direct response to the laws of physics you deliver to the club at impact. The golf swing is a circle that goes down, then reaches its lowest point, and then goes back up again. To hit the ball solid, you must hit the ball before you hit the ground. You must have the low point of the swing arc in front of the golf ball.
The pros do two things to position the low point in front of the ball. At impact, the pro will have 85% of their weight in front of the golf ball. On the right, I have drawn a red line from the center of Grant's ankle, and you can see that it goes right through the center of his body, right through his belt buckle. Think of your golf circle as a giant hula hoop, and wherever the hoop is touching the ground is the low point of the swing. The center of your swing will follow the center of your body mass. As you move the center of your body over the left foot, you will automatically move the low point of your swing in front of the golf ball. The second thing the pros do is position their hands in front of the golf ball so the shaft is leaning towards the target, as shown by the blue line on the left. This promotes a downward strike on the golf ball so they hit the ball before they hit the ground. As we stopped you at impact position, let's compare how your body's position compared to Grant. Grant has extended arms at impact, and so do you. That looks really good. Very good extension there. Now the biggest difference is in the lower body, in that Grant is driving over to the target. So he's letting his lower body also move down and to the ball. And you're pretty flat-footed here, evenly balanced. Grant will have most of his weight, 85 to 90% of his weight, on top of that left foot at impact. And you're standing behind the ball. And so your low point is going to be too far back in your stance, and you're not going to be able to hit down. In order to position the low point in front of the golf ball, you have to have your weight in front of the golf ball at impact. So one of the things that we'll need to work on is how to move the lower body toward the ball and toward the target on the downswing. What we worked on last time was just to plant in your mind the importance of swinging down and not up. And so you've got nice extension, you're swinging down, but we need to now position your body in a better position so that it's easier to swing down into the golf ball. Now, as you continue your follow through, we're now going to see this knee and hip start moving over to the left. And when you finish your swing, you look very similar to Grant. All your weight's on your left side. You're on the back. I love the fact that your back foot is on the tip of the toe, just like Grant. So it's not that you don't know how to move to the left and finish the swing. It's that you start that move to the left after you hit the ball. So you're basically flat-footed. You swing at the golf ball, and then post-impact, after you swung past the ball or through the ball, that's when you shift. So we've got to learn how to shift prior to impact. So here we are at the top of the backswing, and as we can see here, as I draw that line straight up, Grant has his hip, his left hip and left knee right on that red line, and you have swayed to the right, and so you're actually in your backswing moved to your right foot, where Grant has moved to his left foot. So we need to learn how to take a backswing without swaying to the right. Because when you sway to the right, that puts the low point to the right, which makes it almost impossible to hit down into the golf ball. Now, as we look at the downswing, if I draw this line right here, watch how Grant on the downswing will move his hip and his body past that blue line on the downswing. So when his hands get down by his right thigh, he's really driving his lower body toward the target. And as you come down, you're pretty flat-footed. When your hands are right there, you're still behind that left foot. And so what we'll work on is how to move on the downswing, move toward the target with your lower body. So most of the work now is with the lower body. You're starting to work the upper body better in that you're hitting with extended arms. That's really good. So now we just need to blend in and synchronize the lower body with the upper body.